Welcome back to another episode of Colleagues, digitally communicating with Super Coffee. We've got another great show for you today, and I can't wait to get us started. Today we are interviewing...
It's Miss Stokes. Gosh, Mr. B, I'm just so excited to be here. I'm a big fan of the show, and I'm super stoked to be on your show.
Well, we can't wait to hear it, Miss Stokes. But first, we need to get through our monologue. So we are talking about...
Digital strategy!
Digital strategies. That's right.
Oh my goodness, I have so many different tools that I absolutely love and I would love to tell you about. I mean, I've been using things like Google Classroom, Flipgrid, Screencastify, YouTube, even Google Hangouts.
Let's get seated here and we'll get started with our interview. We're so excited to have you, Ms. Stokes. Why don't you tell us about some of the digital strategies you've been trying out in the third quarter and fourth quarter?
Well, it's been so much fun getting to work with all different kinds of different digital tools. Since we aren't meeting in person at school anymore, we've definitely had to learn how to depend on Google Classroom to communicate with each other and work on different assignments. But working in a more of a digital space has allowed us to be even more creative in how we share our work with each other and with the world. So, for example, a few weeks ago, we were studying art from ancient Greece. And students were able to actually pick out an art piece that they felt was significant to the people of Greece and actually recreate some of those pictures at home. You know what? I think I have some of those pictures. Let me get out my handy dandy backpack. And here they are. So here we can see this is a discus of Myron. And you can see that one of the students recreated it. This is another one of mine that is my favorite, where they were able to actually recreate this plate. So it's been really fun to get to see how these students are doing all kinds of different fun and creative things. We even had some that did architecture. Sorry, the picture looks weird. My printer wasn't cooperating, but it's a really cool way for them to be able to share these photos in things like Google Slides, which we use on Google Classroom. One of my favorite tools that is new that we're using is Flipgrid. So Flipgrid is a computer program that you can find on the internet or on your phone. It's an app you can download and it's where students can record their responses to questions that I post on the website. It's a great way for them to record their responses to not only to me, but to their classmates as well too. And it provides a way for people to be creative, not only with what they're saying, but also visually creative as well too. And we've had some pretty neat videos made by some of our students. And one of my favorite assignments that we did on Flipgrid was our Grapes of Greece music festival. So this was a music festival where students wrote and performed parodies of their favorite songs based on one of the elements of grapes. So that would be grapes stands for geography, religion, achievements, politics, economy, and society. So they wrote about one of those things about Greece. And it was a great way to summarize everything we had learned about in ancient Greece. This student's creativity and their musicianship throughout the whole project was amazing, and it's by far the best concert I've ever been to. My other favorite tool I love to use as a teacher is Screencastify. This is a free tool where you can record videos, not only of your computer screen that you have, but you can also record yourself at the same time while you're recording your screen. It's a great tool. I use it all the time now because I like to make instructional videos explaining each assignment and demonstrating the different types of assignments I have. And that way you can also visually see what I'm talking about, but you have me walking you through the steps as well too. I love this tool. It's by far my favorite.
Have you had any issues while trying to implement some of these new strategies?
So there's always a learning curve when it comes to new technology that you're trying to implement. Forget about the fact that you're trying to rush and introduce all these new ideas and concepts in the middle of all this unexpected events happening. So I've done my best to really target on just a few specific tools that I feel will really help improve the digital learning space for our students. And I made sure to collaborate with other teachers that I know are using similar tools, so that way we're not overwhelming the student. So an example of this would be in Flipgrid. I know that Miss Curtis Trudell, she uses Flipgrid for some of her classes, so I made sure to use that in mine as well.
Well, we haven't even introduced what type of drink that you're drinking today. I'm drinking super coffee. What is your drink of choice this morning?
Well, I don't drink coffee. I just operate on natural perkiness, but I do have this awesome orange Tazo tea. This is the one you need to drink. It's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Ms. Stokes, if any final word that you would like to tell all of your students during this time?
I just really hope that everyone stays safe. It's our reaction to events in the darkness that help shape who we are. Roy Bennett, he was a writer who once said that one word of encouragement can be enough to spark someone's motivation to continue through a difficult challenge. So I ask all of you to really search within yourself and help spread some compassion and kindness to others who are in need. And some of you students may be thinking to yourself, like Ms. Stokes, I'm a kid, what can I do? But you can change the world for somebody. And you have the capability that maybe you have a family member who's stressed and going through something that's really difficult right now. But just simple acts of kindness can really help change the world. And as a teacher, there's no greater joy in having the ability to see how you can become a compassionate and future leader of this world. I miss you all. I can't wait to see you again. And I know even though we're not physically together, just know that I'm here to support you in any way I possibly can. And I miss you all so much, but I know that we will be together again soon.
Well, that's all the time that we have today. Stay tuned for...
What?
I thought that you were going to say something there. Okay, so that's all the time that we have today. It's been another great episode of Colleagues Digitally Communicating with...
So I don't drink coffee, I just operate on natural perkiness, but here you go. It's this Tazo orange sweet tea. Bye! Oh my goodness, I have so many different tools that I absolutely love and I would love to tell you about. I mean, I've been using things like Google Classroom, Flipgrid, Screencastify, YouTube, Google Hangouts, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna cut me off. I'll do another one just in case. So first I've been able to do this and that, and you're gonna cut me off. Greg, this is worse. Okay, take two. That was bad. Ignore that. And I did this and I did that, and you're gonna cut me off. That was another option. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, this one's optional. You don't have to use it. Blah, blah, blah. You're gonna cut me off. Do you want some action shots? That didn't sound good. Sorry. Restart. Do you want some perky stuff? Ugh, that. No. Oh, God. This is good, actually. I'm glad you made me do this. Okay. Okay, wait. No. Oh, I didn't do that right. Ignore that. That one was okay. Wait, I didn't even get to talk about my tea.